here for Business by Design. So today has been a bit discombobulated. Normally, you guys know that I get my massages on Friday, but I had to switch it over today because my husband has a appointment tomorrow that I have to be there with him for. And so instead of doing my massage on Friday, I ended up doing it today, and everything's just been kind of a little discombobulated. But anyway, I'm here for Business by Design, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the old mindset, right? It's been a minute since I've really focused in on and talked about mindset, but I'm, going to do more of that this month because, again, one of the biggest things that will keep you stuck or keep you from fulfilling your full potential as an entrepreneur is your mindset. Right? It's not about the amount of knowledge that you have. It's not about the amount of experience that you have, how long you've been in business. All of those things do play a role, but the biggest piece of your reaching the level of success that you're looking for has everything to do with your mindset, right? Whether or not you are operating from an abundance mindset or a poverty mindset. And so we're going to spend some time this month on our Business by Designs talking a little bit about that. So today I wanted to talk about examining your mindset, really understanding where you are in your way of thinking, right? You all know that mindset is just a state and a way of thinking. And so when you start thinking about your business and your potential for success, your ability to create success, where is your mindset, right? Are you more on the abundance side? Do you believe that there's abundance for you all around you and that you are capable of creating that abundance in your business, in your life? Or do you believe that there's a limited supply and that other people are, taking away from you because they're teaching the same things that you teach, they're coaching the same things that you're coaching on, and you feel like, well, the market's saturated. I hear this sometimes from people saying the market's saturated, and I never ever believe that, because the truth is this: there's over 9 billion, I may even have that wrong, like 900 billion or some people on the planet, right? And so when you think about that many people, how can you say anything is saturated? Right? I don't believe that. I've never believed that. I believe that if you have a desire for something such as success in your business and creating abundance in your business, if you have that desire and you do your part, right, which is not always about just hard work. Let's be clear on that too. A lot of it, most of it, is going to stem from your mindset and what you're thinking about. Right? I tell my clients all the time that, yes, I can give you a playbook. I can tell you, do this, do this, do that, give you the steps to do it, give you the instructions and the know-how and all of that. And you can put all of those pieces into play. But if you have a poverty mindset, then nothing will really give you the results that you're looking for, because it first starts in your mind. Right? When you think about anything, everything started as a thought. Everything started as an idea. Right? This chair that I'm sitting in started as an idea. The computer that I'm doing my live on started as an idea. And someone had to take that idea and bring it to reality. And they did that because their way of thinking was one in which they believed that they could do it. Right? They understood that they had the knowledge and the skill and the power to do it. And didn't allow anything to cause doubt within their minds about whether or not they could do it, right? So here's a couple of things that, some people typically say, like when you first opening your business, and I was kind of guilty of some of these as well. So when you, first thought about you wanted to be an entrepreneur, you wanted to have your own business, right? Did you find yourself thinking that you need to do all this market research, you need to get your website put up, you need to, get all the things pretty and ready and looking good and, all of this. And then you did all of that and then nothing happened. And your next thought was, well, maybe this is not the right thing for me, right? Maybe this is not what I should be doing. I hear that a lot, because people sometimes, again, will start something, and then when it doesn't materialize or it doesn't happen as fast as they want it to, or it doesn't happen exactly the way that they planned for it to happen, then immediately doubt sets in. And they start to think that this is not the right thing for me. Maybe this is not what I'm called to do. Maybe I didn't hear God right when he said, this is what you're called to do, or maybe I'm not smart enough to do it, right? You get into the not enoughs, I'm not smart enough to do it. I don't know enough. Maybe I need to go back and get another certification, get another degree, right? All of those things start to plague your mind and cause you to think, again, that you're not good enough, that you can't do this, right? All of that comes from a poverty mindset. And so you have to understand that, yes, there's steps and things that you have to do in order to reach the level of success that you're looking for. There's the work, there's the time, there's the commitment, there's the investment, right? Not only in time, but the investment in monetary money investment, where you need to invest in yourself to get the skill and the knowledge that you need to accomplish whatever it is that your desire is to accomplish with your coaching business, right? Or even in life. Right? There has to be a time commitment. There has to be a monetary investment in your learning, in getting the skills and the things that you need. And sometimes it's not all about the skills that you need, but it may be more about the help that you need, right? I posted earlier in the group for one of the coaches in coffee this week is that, sometimes as women entrepreneurs, we tend to not want to get the help. I think I posted that this morning, right? We don't want to get the help that we need. We think that we can do everything. And truth is, if you're going to build a successful, profitable business, you can't be the one doing everything, right? Because the moment you can't do something, then what happens to the business? And so for you to think that you need to do everything, and most of the time we're thinking about that from the standpoint of, I can't afford to invest to get the help that I need. Right? Or to hire someone to do this thing that I really don't like doing. That's not even my wheelhouse, not even something that I enjoy doing, and definitely I'm not the expert on. We're thinking about it from the standpoint of, I can't afford to do it. That's a poverty mindset, right? So here's a good example. So I was talking with my accountant just the other day, and he gave me, what my tax liability would be for this year, right? Higher than it's ever been. But what I had to stop and realize and understand, well, so was my income, right? So the positive side of that was income increased. So certainly certain liabilities are going to increase, right? But if I get stuck on the liability and thinking about how much money I have to spend, because that's usually how we're looking at it, this is an expense and this is how much I have to spend. If I get stuck there, then I'm more stuck in a poverty mindset than in a mindset of abundance. Because the abundance mindset will think, which I immediately had to switch my thinking, right? I get caught up sometimes too, but I had to immediately switch my thinking and to understand and know that, well, the great thing is my income increased this year. So how do I do that again, or increase last year? So how do I do that again this year, right? And so naturally, if I increase it again this year, not if, when I increase it again this year, tax liabilities are going to increase also. Right? But where do you choose to focus? Is it more on the poverty mindset, or is it more on the abundance mindset? Right? Are you focused in on knowing what's possible for you and only focused in on that and what you desire so that you can create it and manifest it? Or are you more focused on what you're not seeing, what's not there, what's not happening, right? Or what you're thinking you can't afford, what you're thinking you can't spend money on. I don't even like to say that I'm spending money on something in my business. It's always an investment. It's always an investment, because usually I'm spending it on something that's going to streamline my business, right? Which gives me back more of my time freedom, which also gives me more time to do the thing that I really love doing, which is coaching, which is one of the things that generate income. Right? So there is a way of looking at every single thing. And if you take everything that you're putting into your business, when we talk about money and investing into your business, and look at it from the mindset of abundance, it changes everything, as opposed to looking at it from the mindset of poverty, right? There's some things that you may have been telling yourself that you can't afford. And the truth is, you can't afford not to do it, because you're not doing it is what's keeping you in the same space year after year after year. It's what's keeping you from making the money that you're trying to make in your business, because you keep saying you can't afford to invest that in yourself, right? And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. If you're not the first investor in you, how is it that you would expect anyone to invest with you to allow you the opportunity to help them, right? It's all about reciprocity. So what you give is what you get, right? You heard this before, even the Bible says it. what you sow is what you reap. So if you're constantly sowing a poverty mindset, I can't afford this, I can't do that because of money, I can't do this, right? If that's what you're constantly sowing, then what you're getting back are your clients, potential clients saying, I can't afford to invest with you, right? I can't afford to pay for your program, your service, whatever it is that you're offering. I can't afford to invest in myself, because that's really what they're doing. They're more investing in themselves than in you, but I can't afford to invest in myself. Why? Because that's your mantra. That's what you're saying. That's what you're putting out there. And you're acting on that by not investing in yourself, right? It is all a matter of universal law. Okay. And so if you're on my email list, I've been talking a lot this month also about the law of attraction. I'm kind of telling the story of how I was introduced to it and, how I got it to actually work in my life. And so you want to really start thinking about those things. What is it that you are so focused on that keeps you in the poverty mindset as opposed to in the abundance mindset, and looking at what you really desire, right? So that's what you want to really get clear about is where is your mindset? What are you thinking about? What are you focused on? Is it what you desire? Or are you more focused on what hasn't happened yet, right? The things that you have planned, the things that you have been dreaming about and praying for, all of that, right? Over the years, and it hasn't happened yet. Are you focused on the lack of it? Or are you focused on the possibility of it happening today even? Right? So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today for Business by Design. If you have any questions about it, feel free to, put your comments in the comment box below, and I'll make sure that I go back through and check for your questions and answer the questions. Remember, we're here every week, usually on Thursdays at 12 noon Central Time, and giving you another episode of Business by Design. And then also, remember too, I've been promoting and putting it out there about the retreat. It's coming up. It's getting closer. I'm so super excited, right? I actually started ordering the gifts that I give to the ladies, because I usually always give gifts, lovely gifts. And so I started ordering those, and they started coming in, and I'm just having fun. That's like the fun part for me, right? But that's coming up on April 29th through May 3rd. If you have not secured your seat, you want to make sure that you go and you check out all the details and secure your seat, right? There are only 8 spots, and currently we have 6 spots available. Maybe 5. Maybe 5, because I do have someone that is really interested in talking about it. So, but you want to make sure you don't miss out, right? And what I'm doing at the retreat with the attendees this year is I'm teaching on this very subject, right? Something that I have not spent a lot of time really teaching on. So this is the first time that I'm going to be teaching on how to manifest the business and the life that you really desire, right? Because I get the question all the time, how does stuff keep happening for you to advance you in your business and move you forward? How do you keep the positive mindset? How do you keep the abundance mindset when you don't see things happening for you as quickly as you desire, right? I get that question all the time. And so I'm going to teach you and show you how to use what you need to use, which is the abundance mindset, right? To really manifest the dream business and life that you desire. We're going to talk a lot about that at the retreat. We're going to dig deep. We're going to root up some stuff that you've probably been carrying with you and dealing with for years that's keeping you stuck and keeping you from moving forward in really realizing the success that you desire, right? We're going to cover all of that. And then, of course, you get a free color code analysis, because I have a special guest coming this year. That's another new thing that I'm doing at the retreat. Ms. Kelly knows. She's going to be joining us, and she is going to give you a color code assessment, which will help you learn more about who you are, why you respond the way you respond, how you can really use your color code to advance in your business and in your life, right? And she's going to give a private coaching session to you so you understand how to use your color code. She's going to teach and train on color code, what it means, and teach everybody as a group, but then you're going to also get this private session with her so you know what to do and how to use your personal color code to get to the business that you desire, which usually equates to the money that you desire, right? And the life that you desire. And so that's going to be super duper excited. I have mine done, and I was just really, it was really just dead on, right? Everything that the assessment pointed out about me and how I respond, how I nurture, how I care for people, all of that, what's most important to me, it was dead on, right? And I've been able to take that information and kind of use it, again, in my business, how I really interact with people, my tribe and my followers, so that it creates more of the type of business that I really desire, the one that I've been dreaming about, right? And those things are happening. So we're going to cover all of that at the retreat as well, but you can go to bit.ly/DYV 2020 Women Retreat. I'll be sure to put the comments in the comment field, or the link in the comment field, so you can check it out and get all the information on it. Secure your spot, right? Right now there's two payment options available. You can pay in full, or you can use the to-pay option and secure your seat. But you want to make sure that you do that, because this is going to be a retreat like none other, right? My retreats are usually one of a kind, right? I know you probably hear that a lot, but mine are different. And really, because I am that person that really loves to connect. And so I really like connecting with the women that are in attendance, which is also why I keep it very small. And I only invite 8 women, because I want you to feel safe. I want you to be in an environment where you can open up, right? And get the help that you need to move you forward in your business and in your life. All right. So make sure you check it out. I'll put the link below. You guys have an amazing rest of the day, and join me back here next week. We'll be back on regular schedule time, Thursday, 12 noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, for our next episode of Business by Design. Remember, designing your victory is a choice. Go create the business and life that you desire. Talk to you next time. Bye.